Hi, it's good to see you all. My name's Claire Horner-Devine. Thanks for sticking around for the last speaker. I'm going to try and stick to this whole 5-minute thing. I'm going to tell you, this is not so you feel sorry for me, but just to give some context, I got a mild concussion this weekend, so if I'm not quite as eloquent as you think I should be, let's just say it's the concussion. Okay. As I start, I want to acknowledge that we're gathering tonight, and we do most of our work here on Duwamish traditional lands. So I always like to start any talk or gathering by paying my respects to elders past and present. So who am I? I'm all sorts of stuff. I have Nintendo swag for my 3 kids who are home tonight, which is great. They have been back in school for 3 straight days, and that is the best thing that's happened to me in a month. I'm a scientist. I am a professional development professional, I guess. I do also leadership and diversity and equity and inclusion consulting. Since about 2006, I've been involved in the design and delivery of programs that focus on accelerating and supporting the careers of women in STEM, researchers with disabilities, and researchers who come from groups that are racially and ethnically underrepresented in STEM. So I want to talk tonight about one of those programs. It's the newest one. It's called Lattice, and it's got an awesome acronym. Took us a little bit to come up with that. So this is our first cohort. So Lattice is focused on diversifying leadership in academic engineering. So we work with early career, so women who have their PhDs and who are moving into academic engineering careers. This is our first cohort from 2017. They were amazing. They still are amazing. We have just sent out our acceptances for 32 women for our Lattice 2019 community, and that is going to be a cohort of women of color from across fields of engineering. The first one was women in CS and women in electrical engineering, and now we're looking across engineering with our focus on women of color. So these 32 women are absolutely amazing. They're smart, they're ambitious, they're creative, they're motivated, they're highly, highly skilled. And yet, we know that while all those things are necessary to have successful engineers, successful careers in engineering, we know that they're not sufficient. So as I imagine many of you know, we heard already from someone tonight, a few people tonight, it can be really challenging to navigate the institutions and cultures of some of our STEM areas. So the women in our programs are navigating a landscape that was not designed with them or their success in mind. So what we try to do with Lattice is to support them as they navigate that landscape. We're trying to change the landscape, of course, but right now, here and now, how can we support them as they navigate which is often a fairly hostile landscape? So I'm going to share sort of 3 key elements of the program, and then I'll tell you what the program looks like. The first one is community. This is a really core element of the program. It's a peer-based, cohort-based peer communities, and we spend time together in person at our launch. When we're together, we spend a lot of time engaging in self-reflection, peer-to-peer activities, discussions with senior mentors, and we really encourage our senior panelists to share their personal stories as well as the various ways that they have found success in their career. We have shared social identities, and that gives us a counter space. So that's a place where you can bring your professional and personal identity together as one without question. And then we have ongoing connection. And let me show you what that looks like. So as I mentioned, we launch with a symposium. We get together for 4 days, and we go out to Bainbridge Island. After the national symposium, then the participants all gather every other week in structured virtual peer mentoring groups. So they take those relationships that they began at the symposium, and then they develop those as well as doing some structured problem solving in an ongoing way. So once those start, they go on for years. This is just kind of some of them. We have all sorts of data and numbers, but honestly, the qualitative data are what really tell the story best for our programs. So I just want to share this quote with you. One of the most valuable parts of the symposium is the freedom to express your experiences without being judged. Also, to see that struggles and doubts and other maybe negative experiences do not make you a bad academic, just a real academic. So I go back with a higher confidence, ownership, and strength. So what do I want from you, or why am I telling you all about this? We've applied this model in a range of domains. We've applied it in neuroscience, bioscience, life science area, again here in engineering. And what we'd like to do is take it out of academia. We'd like to take it into the tech domain. So I would love to talk with people about focal areas where you think that this would fit best and help in the landscape, and in what kind of participant groups would benefit most from this type of model. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Claire. Does anybody in the audience have any questions for Claire? Anyone? No questions? Okay. Okay.
Hi,
Holly has a question.
How can you help me? I honestly would like to talk with people who are in tech industry to find out who in your employee group needs that connection. There are a lot of companies, small and medium-sized in particular, that don't have the bandwidth and resources to really provide community support and strong professional development on their own. And we see people trying to develop that anew again and again and again. So what I would like to do is find some places in tech where we can build an ecosystem across some of those companies so that people aren't doing it on their own, and so that those individuals have a space to talk about their career challenges, not just with people that they're working with every day, because sometimes it's nice to talk to other people. Yes. All right, well, thank you very much. Enjoy your mingling and such.
Thank you.